Welcome to part 4 of Pit Stop, Revelation of John, Revelations 16, Revelation 16 rather. There was a little, and also I got into Revelations 9 just a wee bit, but this is about Revelations 16:21, as you can see from the screen there. To see what it says, let's get into a little bit of this footage. If you're having a hard time believing that the 100-pound talents are about to rain, let this help you. Notice how the hell balls that are falling now are getting a lot larger than they ever used to be. This is not global warming. This is not climate change. This is the Lord saying, "Wake up, my children, wake up." Wake up, bride of Christ. Do you see what's happening? Look at the devastation all around. Look at the devastation all around. Snow and ice has to melt and has to go somewhere. These things gonna continue to occur until man comes out of their complacency, till man realizes they are the Antichrist. They are the beast. They are the ones who is blaspheming against God and railing against God, trying to set themselves up to be gods. I'm going to go out of this and I'm going to go into the next footage. Give me just a moment.
My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is April 26, 2023, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News Channel. All right.
I wanted to be sure to get that timestamp on there for you so you'll know when this stuff occurred.
Hey guys, so we have some breaking news updates, some huge information coming out of Texas, and it says here, extremely dangerous thunderstorm producing hell up to grapefruit in parts of Texas. Now this is happening in Dublin, Texas, guys. Let me just show you the video really quick here. Just give me 1 second. It's going to play again. Here we go.
Grapefruit-sized hell balls, people. Think about that. In Texas, Waco.
Oh, man.
Poor cow.
Oh, man, I feel bad for that cow.
He actually said that too.
Jeez. Wow. Okay, so it says here, National Weather Service has issued an urgent severe thunderstorm warning for Dublin, Perth, Claret, and Olin in Texas.
This is not global warming. This is not climate change. This is God. Revelations 16:21 is now seeable, is it not? I mean,
as they are calling this a life-threatening situation. Currently, the storm is generating hell raging from baseball to softball size. Give me a second here. In some areas, with reports of hell as large as grapefruit and size reported in Waco, Texas. All right, guys, before I start, give this
Waco,
video a
not
big thumbs
Waco.
up. Share this video with your friends, families, or loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get to access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, guys, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19.
If you've ever been hit by a baseball at high speeds with some power behind it, you know how that poor cow was feeling right then. I mean, that meat is now tenderized, done already. All it has to do is be slaughtered. It just got tenderized by hell balls. And this is very real. This is real stuff occurring. And y'all don't want to see this. Yet you think we've got 100 years left or more? Hold on. I'm going to go back to the thumbnail of this. I really want you to see that. There's the thumbnail. Right up there in that top corner right there where it says crashing down. Look in that person's hand. Look at the size of that hell ball. It's covering their entire hand. Do you understand what I'm trying to get across here? I want to get back into this footage now. I really want
100 plus vehicles damaged, buildings damaged. Are you serious? All right, let's see what's going on in this one. Oh, look at this picture. Yeah, imagine getting hit with one of those things. You saw that cow, right? Oh man, I felt bad for the cow. All right, so it says here, more than 100 cars were damaged by hail in Rusk County, Texas, Wednesday, according to the county's emergency management office. Now, we are actively collecting information on the significant hailstorm that affected areas across western and central Rusk County. Give me a second here, guys. Let me just remove myself really quick. A tweet from the office said, a significant hailstorm with up to baseball-sized hail struck a majority of Anderson. We witnessed over 100 plus vehicles with glass damaged. And it's not only glass. The entire body, the frame of the vehicle is going to have a whole bunch of small little, I call them craters and stuff, because it's like it's leaving a little crater on it. And I had a friend that left 2 vehicles outside. I think it was somewhere in Alabama, and he woke up the next morning. He was not pleased. But again, guys, when stuff like this happens, it's very important to bring your vehicle inside the garage. So there are also reports of damage to some buildings, according to a follow-up tweet. Rusk County is about 60 miles southwest Shreveport, Louisiana, and includes the towns of Ananders and New London. Give me a second here. Jeez.
Well, let me tell you, the larger the hailstones get, the very little a garage or anything. Not everybody has a garage, by the way. And, well, even if you had a garage, the larger the hail gets, the very little help a garage is going to do. Eventually, that's going to pound right through, as we saw in the one footage I showed. It's going to go right through them roofs, right on into the garage. Now, imagine, that's not just the garage, though. Everybody thinks their home is so structurally sound and it's going to protect them against everything. No, it's not. Nothing is going to protect you against the wrath of God. Absolutely nothing. So my suggestion is come out of your sin and don't go through this. I'm going to get the next footage.
There is also growing concern in some western states after a season of record snow. Nearly 900 inches fell in Utah's Cottonwood Canyon outside Salt Lake City. That's roughly the height of the 6-story building. Mammoth, California got nearly as much. CBS's Elise Preston joins us now with more on the threat.
Again, not global warming, not climate change. Wake up, America. Wake up, nations. God is speaking to you. You know, Jesus, the God of all things, the one you ignore constantly, that's who's destroying this land now. He made it, he's destroying it.
Ahead. Here in LA and other parts of the West, temperatures are in the low 70s. That's warm enough to melt the snowpack, but the ground can't absorb it all. Communities are going from freezing to flooding.
Look at that. 5 inches of snow.
Snow is falling near Colorado Springs today, even as the mercury rises this spring. The big melt is now threatening several western states.
When this was from, so you'll have an idea of how long ago this was. 10 days ago. This was 10 days ago. So don't think this was way back in winter or what have you. No, this was just 10 days ago.
The severe flooding after a season of record snow.
There's just too much snow melt to be accommodated in our rivers and channels.
In Arizona, the intense water flow washed out roads and forced rescues. In Utah, which saw historic snow levels, residents are bracing for more flooding after a series of avalanches, mudslides, and sinkholes.
Just this amount of water flow that we're seeing right here is strong enough to knock you off your feet.
Masia Zambani is working her way through.
I told you. There is a lot more happening around this globe than people want to acknowledge, than you're being shown by the media, because they want to spin all this to look like global warming and climate change for their own agenda. But let me see if there's if I don't have just a little bit more footage on this type of thing, and then we'll move on into the rest of this.
Of weather for 3 reasons: for punishment, for his land, or for mercy. The extreme weather we have been witnessing is clearly punishment.
From flooding in California to ice in Florida, severe weather is impacting millions of Americans this week. Some of the worst storms dropped heavy rain and hail on parts of Texas Wednesday.
This was from
CBS News
2
correspondent
days
Omar
ago.
Villafranca has the latest from Dallas.
Tonight, the Lone Star
2
State
days
is getting
ago.
slammed again by severe storms. In West Texas, the National Weather Service is surveying the overnight storm damage east of Lubbock. Powerful.
And just so you have an understanding, let me timestamp this right quick. This is April the 30th, 2023 at 1:00 p.m. Just so you understand and have an understanding of when this occurred. This happened in April. These things happened in the month of April of 2023. Just so you have an understanding of that.
Thunderstorms brought baseball-sized hail and winds up to 90 miles per hour, smashing windows and denting car roofs. Wow. It was a similar story for residents in central Florida yesterday. A rare blanket of hail turning yards into layers of ice. To the north, it's a wet and soggy mess.
We just need to keep a very close eye on the weather patterns up ahead.
From north to south, melting snow has triggered flood warnings all along the Mississippi River. In the town of
I'm gonna stop that right there for now, and I'll go into this some more in the next video. But let me just say, this is what man is watching for. But who's keeping watch for the Lord, as it says in Revelations 16:15? Who's keeping watch for the Lord himself? You're watching for these weather patterns, but what good's that doing you if you don't understand what they mean? I'll see you in part 5.